Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another edition of the Living World of Darkness, Zuster City, the Sabbat. Tonight, it has just been the trial of one Betis Fett, her packmate and ductus, Jacob Burns. He is somewhere in the neighborhood just east of the forest and where the Canaanites had congregated for their secret meeting. Jacob tried to pursue his packmate, who, to him, for unbeknownst reasons, had simply walked away from the sermon given by the Inquisitor. Concerned for her, he tried to follow her, but saw in a car that looked familiar to him. She jumped in, and they sped off. God damn it, not again, he says to himself. Puts his hands in his pocket, and he starts walking down the streets, just thinking about what he's going to do next. But when he looks behind him, he's realizing, amongst the whole chase, that his child, Kaylee, wasn't behind him. Oh, God damn it, what's happened to that girl? Quickens his pace, and he starts walking back in the direction. Hopefully, she hasn't wandered anywhere too far. As the street lights pass by, and he walks through the sidewalks, the town is a little bit empty at the moment. He'll come around the corner, hoping to find what he's looking for.
When you come at the main street, Jacob can see on the left side there is it's not really a park, but just like a little piece of some foliage, some green. There's a really small pond. It's actually next to a home for elderly people, and there's some ducks there in the water. It's like they're sleeping, their head tucked beneath their wings. And there are a few benches there. One of them is kind of hidden away. Like most of them are a bit illuminated by street lights, but one of them is underneath a tree, kind of in the shadows. But you can see there's a person sitting there, and you would immediately recognize like the very light blonde hair, that's short hair, that's belongs to Kaylee, and she's just sitting there watching the ducks looking over the water. And if you come closer, you can see that she has some earplugs in. She doesn't notice you approaching just yet.
Jacob might try once to, as he's approaching her, may try to call out, "Well, looks like we lost her." If Kaylee doesn't hear him, would she hear him?
No, probably not. Even from like a few paces away from her, you can almost hear like the music that's just playing.
All right. Jacob's gonna spend a blood point, and he's gonna turn the shadows that surround her. Maybe her shadow's casted. I don't know. Maybe somewhere by her. It'll kind of pass by her eyes and kind of make like a faint, wispy kind of hand pointing towards Jacob.
Mm, Let me just roll a quick perception alertness, not to see whether she would notice anything. Yeah, she does. She's just staring out over the water. She just sees something flashing before her eyes, and she kind of focuses on it. Huh? Then looking at the direction of the shadows, noticing Jacob standing there. She just she puts the earplugs out of her ears and just looks at you as she stands up from the bench.
I said we lost her. She got away. You see Jacob shrug.
What do you mean you lost her? I think I lost her an hour ago or so.
Well, then we still stand. What difference does it make of time?
Hmm, true. And Kaylee also shrugs. She doesn't really look at you. She just turns her head back towards the pond.
Hmm. Jake will keep approaching her, maybe standing just behind her left shoulder, and we'll ask you, got a ride to get back wherever you're going?
The subway station is not that far away.
Bike's not too park is not parked too far from here. I can drop you there.
Hmm. Yeah, she uh, she turns around. She just looks at you, a little surprised there. She's like, "You would do that?"
Yeah, sure, why not? It's not that far.
Hmm. I thought you would be surprised to see me there, you know, in the woods.
Well, it's good to see that you will stand up for your friends. That is an admirable quality to have.
Yeah, I guess. It's nice here. It's quiet.
Yes, it does have a very serene and majestic feel to it.
I never knew that I would miss Zuster, but I actually found out when we were in Chicago that I don't know, almost like homesick. I mean, Chicago was awesome, but as Katie presumes you've read the email with the video message that she sent you. It was awesome, but it's still it's good to be home.
You'll see Jacob nod. Yeah, yeah, I got the email, but couldn't download that fangled video you sent. How'd it go?
Oh, oh, well, if you want, I can show you here. I mean, I have my laptop with me.
Sure. He'll actually sit down and just look over his shoulder as you get your laptop out.
She opens it up and it's actually still on. She starts up the video message and puts the laptop on your lap. And just start push the play button as you see. Well, basically the video message, which I've characterized the last few minutes of the Chicago scene. So what you see is actually Owen standing in a glass elevator. You can hear Kaylee is from behind the camera, and Owen explaining that what they see downstairs is a Mexican history or cultural museum, and that he's pressing a button. Oh, no, he's explaining that it's an Elysium, and he's then pushing a button, and there's music starts playing, some kind of a overture, and at appropriate times in the music, you can see down into the Elysium. You can see like bombs exploding, chaos and mayhem. Because Katie and Owen are both laughing and watching.
Jacob, you see Jacob raise an eyebrow. He nods. Good work. He'll give you a pat on the back.
Katie takes the laptop over again. Hmm, she actually looks at Jacob. It's like, seriously?
Build a building. That's great.
It wasn't just a building, you know?
Oh, what was it now?
Apparently it was something that the Camarilla calls an Elysium. I don't know what that means, but something like a gathering of them.
You see Jacob arch an eyebrow, he'll look at you. You didn't bring me along with you.
Hmm, sorry, guess.
No, no, that's all right. You're too cool to hang out with your sire.
Katie just frowns. She doesn't quite know how to take that remark. It's like that. I don't know. I never mind. Uh, fuck this. She starts putting the laptop away, and then I didn't know that I had to
I'm still
report.
proud of you.
You are?
Well, yeah, just would have been nice if you could have brought me along. You don't think I like to blow shit up, burn things down, kill a few motherfuckers? That's fun. But you don't like having fun with me. Do we not have fun together? You don't think I'm boring, do you?
No, it's just that it's kind of like secrets. And kind of. No, never mind.
Ah, yes. It is always the secrets that have been between us, hasn't it?
Look, boss, I just wanted to surprise you, I guess. Okay? It's not. It's Owen's idea. He needed to be in Chicago, and I just tagged along for the ride.
There's nothing wrong with having an adventurous spirit, but Cyrus place to worry.
Well, it's only what? It's only been a week or so. I mean, you
It's
probably
not
haven't
the
even missed me.
it's not the elapse of time. Tell me, you went into an area infested with the enemy, blew up a building. Yes, that's great. But what do you think would have happened if everything would have gone wrong? Good things would not. Nonetheless,
Hey, wouldn't that have been a case of good riddance?
is that what you think my demeanor towards you is? That I'm wanting to get rid of you?
I don't know. You tell me. I mean,
Kaylee? And Jacob kind of like really leans into you. If I wanted you dead, I'd do it myself, and it would already happen. I just offered you a ride 5 minutes ago. So, what do you think?
I don't know, boss. It's just difficult, you know?
Jacob's looking at you rather blankly, like, no, I don't know. You'll have to tell me. I'm not necessarily good with reading people.
Look, it's. Never mind. It's no big deal. For fuck's sake. Just.
He shrugs. I could just force you to tell me, but if you haven't noticed, I've been refraining from doing that. So, as long as whatever is between us, the ball has been in your court. It's for you to move it.
Just don't understand why you did what you did.
What, embrace you?
Yeah, that's what you call it.
I did it to protect you. You heard the Archbishop herself, yes? Since you are a Canaanite, now all past transgressions from before were forgiven. Now, I don't know exactly what she would have done if you were still just a ghoul. I don't really want to find out. Do you?
Yeah, but one night wouldn't have hurt. I mean, you could have just said it. I mean, really, you just took it.
Hmm.
And sure,
Yes, well,
you can say that a lot of others didn't have any choice, but
no, that's true. That's fair. I did. However, if I didn't think it was so important, if I didn't think that perhaps you'd say no, and then I'd have to spend the entire night trying to explain it to you, you haven't been quite forthcoming with your own trust in me either.
well, that wasn't really helping now, was it?
Perhaps. But what am I to do when I have to go to such lengths as having you tortured just to gain some sort of obedience from you?
Hmm. I'm not. I'm just not someone who follows orders.
Hmm. Yes, I see that. I've ponied that for a while now. And that is why I embraced you. You're now a Cainite. You don't have to take orders from me, but I am your sire. And as your sire, I do have your best interest at heart. We are kin. We are much closer together as Cainites than we ever were as Domitor and Servitor. I've brought you into my family. And so long as you are my child, you will be my family. So perhaps I may be overbearing. I do it because as my child, in that way, I can properly love you.
I'm, I'm not really good with family.
Hmm. Well, I do remember about a situation you had with one of your parents. You never did tell me much about your home life, Kaylee.
No.
Remember this, that at one point in time I was like you, just human. I am not that old that I've forgotten.
It's just difficult, okay? Don't want to think or talk about it, to be honest.
Very well. Well, how about
Okay, how about
you?
this?
Hmm?
Kaylee kind of, at this point, has the feeling that Jacob's disappointed at her, and since there's still the blood bond going on and everything, She doesn't want him to feel disappointed. So she looks up and she's like, "Well, how about this? How about question for a question?"
All right. Sounds fun.
Okay, guess we start.
How about we start with an answer to my last question, and then, Paula, you can ask me a question.
What was the last question?
I believe I said, were there any other troubles you've had with other members of your family?
Troubles with almost all of them.
All right. That was one question. May I ask you?
Um, how do you become true Sabbat?
There are many ways. We call this path to becoming a true Sabbat rites of passage. There is a ritual for it. We call it the creation rites. It can be any kind of test, a trial of sorts, sometimes physical, though not always. Mostly administered by your sire or your pax priest. Some officiate of the sect that can make this overture for you. Does that answer your question?
I guess.
All right. So, here's mine. What family member did you like the least?
My father.
All right, your turn.
Mm, why are you keeping my bike?
Honestly, because it keeps you coming back.
Your turn, I guess.
What did your father do to you to make you so the way you are towards him?
Mm, Kaylee, yeah. She actually shivers. It's, I don't know, it's just fucking asshole. It
Hmm.
just was, was well, he's an asshole. He changed. And, yeah.
Hmm. I see. I suppose it's your turn.
Um, Kaylee, yeah, kind of you can see that she's really bothered by the question that you just asked, and she's trying to collect her thoughts at this point. She's like, how old are you?
In the total time I've been on Earth, or when I died?
Does it really matter?
Well, there's just two answers to the same question. Which one do you want?
Can I only get one answer?
I met my sire at the age of 26, but it's been 10 years since then.
Okay.
See Jacob kind of shift in his seat, just kind of looking a little bit more relaxed, with knee up and kind of stretching out towards the pond. And at this point, like he kind of asks his questions, not really looking at Kaylee, but kind of letting his eyes drift out over the water. So, your father. Hmm. Did your father change at all when your mother passed away?
Mm, it really takes a very long time for Katie to simply nod her head. He doesn't say anything at this point.
Your turn.
Mm, how did you become a Canite?
Hmm. Well, just like you, I mean, by the same process. I spent a long time in my sire's care. She embraced me rather quickly, but it was just me and her for a while.
Your sire was a she?
Yes, yes. Her name was Agnes. She's your grandsire.
She here in Zuster as well?
I came here with, I came here with her to Zuster, but during a night of battle, we got separated, and I haven't seen her since.
What was she like?
She was quite a jovial woman, very mirthful. She had ways of making me laugh. Very courageous, brave, daunting, I would say. Yes, daunting but certainly. Haven't you ever noticed the painting in my office?
Yeah, but that doesn't tell what anyone is like. That's just a painting. People can do so much with paintings. I mean, Mona Lisa, for all I know, could be the worst bitch ever. Everybody is talking about her smile.
That's very observant. True, true, true. Well, yes, your grandsire did have that domineering quality. To
Did
be
you
fair,
ever,
hmm? I'm sorry, say it again.
did you ever resent the fact that you got turned into a canite?
No, not at all. Not at all. You see, I wasn't that much of a human being beforehand.
What was your human life like?
Hmm. I guess you could say mine's was a series of vengeance.
Of what?
A series of revenges. A story of vengeance, if you will.
Kaylee kind of sits up at this point and just looks at Jacob, waiting for the story. She's just waiting.
Jacob's gonna look at you. You got some freebie questions there, but I believe it's my turn now.
And, she immediately just changes her gaze back to the ducks. She kind of shrugs. Yeah, sure. And you can almost see like in her head you can almost see like that thinking balloon like above her head. Shit, got busted.
Uh, all right. Jacob, looking at you this time. Well, was your dad always an asshole? I mean, like, was there no time that you and him were cool?
Um, no, he wasn't always an asshole.
Hmm, that's good. So what's your next question?
Mm, do you regret not being human?
Do you ever regret it? Do you
Yeah.
regret not being? No, no, no. I like what I am. I like how I am. I want it. Despite everything. I want
Why?
it. Good question. I think it's the quality that my sire saw in me. See, a person like me, I don't really see gray areas. I see black and I see white. I see them and I see us. I see me and everyone else. Lines get divided. And, well, what you could consider good may be relative. Nonetheless, you must ultimately always pick a side. And, well, my sire, she's the one that taught me the path that I follow. I think my sire maybe saw someone in me willing to serve for at least a cause. Cause to do something better with the world. Cain's blessing, oh yes. That new world can happen.
So what are those thoughts? I mean, you said I think you told me something about it earlier, but not really like why. What are those paths and why are they there?
Ah, hmm. Well, it's going to be a long explanation, but I'll endeavor to do my best. Bear with me. You see, these paths, they're there to help us maintain the beast. That thing you saw in me, the way I acted when you pulled me from the abyss. Well, when you were there to witness me being pulled from the abyss. You felt it the night you climbed out of your grave, the night you tore that priest apart. That was the beast. That's the hunger. It's also the fright. That's also the monster that's within you. Now, let's be practical. It does you no good for yourself as a canine to lose control of yourself so easily, in such a way. Yes, yes, you become very strong, very powerful, but without your mind, without control, it's easy for others to get the slip on you. You might want to find yourself dead, staked, or left for the sun. So, these paths, they are like, I suppose you could, in a simple way to put it, vampiric morals. Some of us live by different structures of ethics, different types of behaviors. It is keeping that particular behavior in check that helps you keep the beast at bay, or if not, learn how to direct it, how to ride it, as some may put it.
Okay, so what? There are different paths. What are they?
Well, there is mine. I follow what we call the path of honorable accord. We have the nickname of knights, but some may express it like samurai, if you know anything about Bushido. But it is the type of path where one focuses themselves into their duty and their service to the sect, to their brothers and sisters in Cain. It at times may seem that we are cold and unfeeling, but that is because that we must be ready to make those hard decisions, those decisions that are black and white. Some other paths, well, your brother Remy, he follows the path of night. Path of night is a very old code. It's one that is native to our own clan, the Lasombra. From what I understand of between Remy's conversations with him about it, and from what history lessons my sire has given me, it it takes its service in the very idea that we are evil, that we are monsters. It appreciates that. And our service for God, though I think some may admit it's just the devil in another guise, we do this service because that's all that could make a better world. We are damned, yes, that's true. But we must do the work of the damned. Because, well, as you know the saying goes, idle hands are tools of the devil.
Hmm. Sure.
Well, if you want to know more about that path, I suggest you talk to Remy. He's more of an expert than I.
I'll think about it. But
Let's,
why do you go on a path and how do you do that?
it's not easy. First, it takes you shedding all notions of humanity. You have to accept that the root of all things, the truth that there is to your beast, and you cannot pretend to be human if ever you will conquer your beast. So, to shed one's humanity, you must be willing to accept the deeds, the payment that is for the beast when you lose your control.
Hmm. Okay.
That's at least the first step. And then when you're ready, switch onto a path. You must make the ultimate jump, the leap of faith.
Mm, those are the two paths you can choose between?
No, no, no. There are many more, but I haven't delved into getting to know what are the strictures of the other path followers. I mean, there is the path of Cathari, yes. I know Arthur is an adherent to it.
Hm, that prick.
So you've met Arthur.
Hey, you were still answering my question.
Mm-hmm. And you did ask me two questions. Now this one's mine.
Tonight, before the trial.
Jacob nods. It's your turn.
Mm, mm, I don't know, there's so much that I don't even know where to begin. Mm, do I still have my job?
I don't know. It's your job. That was your responsibility. You should go and see Mr. Anderson sometime.
Yeah, I kinda got buried, literally.
Oh, when was the last time before then that you were at work?
Well, the night before that, or the evening actually. I mean, seriously, I just finished work when I came to you in that bar.
Very well. My apologies for that.
Oh, whatever. Find a different job if I need to.
If you want to work at the auto shop, you can still work at the auto shop. I can see to it Mr. Anderson sees it our way.
I'm pretty sure I might be able to do that myself. It's weird, but do you get, do you change when you become a K-Knight? Like, other than just the obvious differences, and she kind of pops her fangs in and out quickly.
Well, yes, you change in many ways. Your organs no longer function.
Yeah, I've noticed
Food,
that.
food is intolerable to you. Sunlight will kill you. So will fire. Gets taken apart. You don't die, but you become immobilized.
Yeah, that's the obvious, but do you become better at some things?
Oh, of course, of course, of course. You can you can utilize the power of your blood to make you stronger. And we are so much more willful creatures.
Hmm.
Have you
Because,
been putting anything to the test that I've taught you while you were still a ghoul?
well, is that a question?
Hmm. Yes, it's a question.
I noticed that first I could only make people do things but just one word, and now I can do more.
Very good. Very good.
And and then there are the shadows.
Oh, how far along has your mastery come?
I know how to hide better using them.
So much more you can do with than just hiding them, my dear.
Mhm.
Here, let me show you. Jacob's gonna kind of turn to face Kaylee and you'll see that he'll spend the blood point. You'll see that shadows from around him start kind of they kind of separate, but then kind of flow upwards, up his body and along his neck, and then into his face. They're going to pool into the very iris of his eyes, and if Kaylee's looking, if she's paying attention, she can see like his eyes are just going jet black and how uncomfortable they're feeling to look at.
Well, that's kind of cool. Kaylee says she actually smiles, and for a moment you can see like really the old Kaylee, like when you first got her out of the hospital, and that enthusiasm. You just see that flicker for a moment in her eyes.
Well, it also serves another function. It can make it easier for you to utilize your commands, at least your one-worded ones. It's fear that you have to capture in your victim's soul in order to bend their will at first.
Hmm. Okay, I can try that.
Well, let's see. I want to see what your shadow play is like.
Kaylee doesn't say anything for a while. She seems to focus. She still really has to focus on something like that, and she uh, also spent. I think you had to spend blood point, right, for it.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, blood. Yeah. So she spends blood point as well, and she doesn't quite know how to control it yet. So it just uh, yeah, just darkens around her as the shadows just start to slowly swirl and cloud around her. It's about all she knows at this point. So it's just the shadow from the trees just seem to enlarge itself around her.
Hmm. You would see Jacob almost try to, reach out and touch it.
Like this, you mean?
Ah, yes, yes. Keep up the good work. Keep practicing.
As she has it on, she just tries it to see if she can mold it a little bit. Like she's actually gonna try and see if she could like move the cloud around her head so that her short hair becomes long, black, shadowy mass, just enveloping her entirely. And let's see if that would actually work. Let's just see. Nope, doesn't work. So she tries to pull the shadows around her in that fashion, and for a moment it seems like it's working, and then poof, all the shadows just disappear. Kaylee just curses and
See Jacob frown a little bit. Kind of puts his hand on his chin. Hmm. I think I know what the problem is. You're you're trying too hard. You have to relax when you do this. Jacob's going to sit a little bit closer to her. Um, Look within your third eye, right here, as he points to the middle of his forehead. Let that eye become darkness. Let that eye just be the blank spot in your mind. These shadows will respond to you. They come deep, deep within from your own subconscious, just as much as they do from the exterior world.
right. Third eye. She kind of looks. a little bit with
Do
disbelief.
you have any occult out of character?
Hmm?
Do you have any occult out of character?
Nope.
Ah, okay, I guess that would really show. Um, alright. Yes, Kaylee, your third eye. You know, your imagination. That place you go to when you're imagining what someone's saying, but not trying to look rude by looking away.
Okay. And that's here as she kind of points to the middle of her forehead.
Precisely.
Sure. You know, that's going into the same direction as. Well, we've had that discussion before. But yeah, Kaylee, she she kind of leans back against the bench, and she'll try again, spending another blood point. Mm. Shadows just appear again, deepening and darkening around her, and she she seems to stare once again ahead of her towards the pond with the ducks. And then she closes her eyes, and she does her best to say as you or to imagine that third eye thing. Although there's still that voice in the back of her head, like yeah. But she's willing to give it a try because she's heard a few things from the professor, and she's seen by now also a few things. And she's like, yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, she saw someone set his hand on fire and stuff like that. So she's willing to give it a try. She's closing her eyes and trying to focus on that third eye point. And let's see. Let's try it like this. Oh, wow.
See, it worked.
I thought I'm gonna give her a few more, so since she's now getting some help, but wow, yeah. So almost immediately as she starts focusing, um, the shadows start moving around her. So she's trying to basically do the same thing as she did before. The shadows just move like towards her top of her head and just kind of cover her hair and make it grow longer. Like now, it looks like she has indeed very long black, almost too black to be true hair.
Nodding. Looks good on you.
Kaylee, still having her eyes closed, she's not quite sure whether it worked or not, but Jacob's remark, she's just gonna look up and wow, okay, that's weird.
That's not weird. That's power. That is your blood. That is your legacy.
Still weird.
Well, see what happens when you give it just a little bit of belief.
Hmm. Okay, maybe there is some truth in the entire magic exist thing.
Well, it's not a perfect science yet.
I know. I'm waiting for the proof.
You just had it right there.
Could still be coincidence.
I don't think so. The moment you disbelieved, it didn't happen. The moment you believed, it did. Proof.
That's empirical proof at best, and you can barely call that the case. Just once. But
I
it's
do
an
it.
interesting enough result to keep trying,
You'll be surprised.
I guess. So, guess it's your turn then. And out of character, I really need to check up on someone for a moment. So, just I can probably still talk, but not behind the computer.
Okay. All right. Let's see. We did get a little bit off track there, didn't we? So, yeah.
Fine, you'll get a bonus question.
So, when was the last time you saw your father?
Hmm, I and Kaylee just looks up at the sky. She seems to be counting, kind of twisting those shadow hairs that she's now sporting around one of her fingers. I guess about 2.5 years ago or something like that.
All right. Bonus question. Why did you leave?
Long story. Okay, before I answer the question, I just want to know one thing. Why the fuck do you want to know?
Isn't it obvious to you by now, Kaylee?
Well, maybe it's obvious to a smart person.
Jacob looks. Hmm. You're my child. I care for you. There's obviously something between us. And so far, I don't know about you, but this conversation has been very illuminating. Now, whatever may have happened in your own life, whatever has happened in my life, somewhere our lives met and we are on the same road. I have a hand in bringing you this far here. So I bear some responsibility to you. I just want to know, because you came into my unlife as an individual with your own certain issues, as we all have. So if we're going to have a very, at least productive, or some semblance of a nurturing relationship as sire and child, I suppose I need to know what troubles you had in the past.
I would say that those things are my own business.
Hmm. I would say that's not so when your own business is now so apparent in everything you do, and when it caused me some trouble.
I just couldn't take it anymore.
Okay, you got fed up and you left, but what couldn't you take?
Just everything.
Fair enough. So, is that why you're so quick to just go off on your own whenever you and I have some kind of disagreement?
Kaylee doesn't reply.
You'll see Jacob kind of look in the dirt and find a rock. He examines it for a little while. He'll stand up and kind of throw it at the pond, seeing it skip, rippling in the moonlight of the moon's reflection in the water.
Kaylee just follows the rock and looks at the water rippling and ducks stirring because of the unexpected noise. Some fly up and with some walk, 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 just fly like a circle around the pond and then slowly settling down again. Is that necessary?
I enjoy doing it.
Okay, fine. So what do you expect from me? Kaylee starts up another question.
Hmm. The practical answer would be nothing. The hopeful answer would be you make me proud.
How?
That's a good question. How would be your loyalty? How would be your actual companionship? Don't think that I need you around me all hours of the night, every day of the week. But you are my child. I want to make sure that you're being raised properly. It has been long before I embraced you, until now. You barely take a sleep in your room anymore. My nest is empty.
Still have Remy.
Remy goes off and does what he does on his own either. You see, I do not try to control you by outright methods. I could easily have dominated you and dragged you back at any time by now, physically, through the gifts of Cain. But have you seen that in my hand? Hmm?
Kaylee shakes her head.
If you expect me to act like your father, because that's the only authority figure you know how to respond to, don't bet your unlife on it. I have to raise a child, a Cainite child, not a little girl. But you're not a little girl, and I am trying to treat you like a creature that was worthy of my attention and my time and my care to embrace. So, what I expect of you is to either comply or tell me to go fuck myself. But if you do that, please stay away. As I
What
said,
did
I'm
you
a
say?
man. that has no interest in the gray. It's black or it's white.
I wanted to stay away, but when I go out for a walk, I just find that I come close to the fort. I want to see your face. I want to make you proud. Is that natural?
Hmm. Depends on how you define natural, sweetie. I mean, even us Canaanites are a thing not natural, but it is good.
Even when I was angry.
I'm sorry, Saskia, can you say that again?
Oh, sorry. Uh, Kaylee said, even when I was angry, just wandered back. Doesn't make sense. I never wandered back. Not to my family, whatever you would call it like that.
You know, maybe you should. I mean,
No,
family.
no,
Okay? Just a suggestion.
I'm done with that. Just
Very well. You have to forgive me. I like confronting my problems head on. Not everyone's ready for that.
I don't have any trouble with them as long as I don't have to see them.
Do you think your father misses you?
Pretty sure he doesn't.
Why? What makes you so sure?
He would miss his whiskey, not me. He didn't even fucking look around. He didn't watch us. He didn't care. He never did. Why would he do now?
Hmm. It's fair so much time has gone by, hasn't it, already? You said us. You had siblings. I take it.
Two.
Hmm. Fine number. Through children. That is godly.
So what are the other packs in Zuster City?
Which ones do you know of already?
Cage Bastards. Hmm, something with bandits. Hmm, and the one that Arthur and Owen belong to. Motherfucking Prometheans.
Hmm. That's almost about all of them. There are the 40K, the one Father Kruger belonged to.
Hmm.
There was also the pack that used to be the Scorpions, though they are now known as the Midnight Blitzkrieg. Haven't haven't seen Brother Malcolm in quite a while. And I believe, well, there are the boys. They're a very weird bunch. Not too familiar with many of their members. And that's all the packs that are known to me.
Hmm. What what are they like? Like the different packs? What it's like? I mean, why are there different packs and what's the difference between them other
Hmm.
than other people in it? Gay knights in it.
Different ideologies, different political views, different common interests. Call them gangs, call them social groups, maybe even therapy groups, depending on how you really look at it. But nonetheless, they are the same as much as a group of friends as they are a small family. As they share the blood together, yes, the bonds of blood bring them closer together.
Can you tell me more about them?
Hmm. Well, the Prometheans are a very aggressive pack, domineering, but their members have, well, they have attained their glory. They're one of the oldest packs in the city, at least to my knowledge. And, well, they do seek to excel the canine form in many ways, I believe. There are the Time Bandits. We had a very colorful history, the Bandits and the Bastards, but we've always seemed to have a working relationship for the protection of this city, especially in moments of its great crisis. There are the 40K. They are another pack of great old and great tradition. Though I feel that I am getting to know a different side of them now as I have taken strides to get to know their Ductus, Lord Messine. The Scorpions used to be, well, what used to be the Scorpions. Well, that was a pack that was always dipped in mystery towards me. Their former Ductus, I used to know her. And let's see, who else have I left out? Hmm. Well, there are the boys, but the boys are more of a mystery to me than ever. I don't know what they really stand for.
And the bastards? What do they stand for?
Us? Kaylee, haven't been paying attention?
It never
Well,
really seemed important.
hmm, I'm glad you're taking an interest now. Three things. It's very simple. Faith in Cain, loyalty to the sword, and upholding the code of Milan. With everything else, do as thou wilt.
Mm. Okay, guess guess it's your turn.
Hmm, let's see. Well, hmm, I don't know. I think I've run out of questions. Well, perhaps there's one more. So, what pack are you gonna join?
Don't know yet. Didn't know really what was around. I if I can impress Arthur Thane, then I have the possibility to join up with the Prometheans, but I'm not really sure. I don't know what's out there, you know. That's why I want to learn more.
Yes, you should learn all that you can, Kaylee.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Duh.
Hmm.
Sorry, boss. Shouldn't have said it, duh.
No, no, no. Just to be sure, when you join a pack, it's not like a club that you can go in and sample for 5 minutes and just leave on your own accord. It may not be that easy, depending on who you're talking to.
Well, I remember from that night that you and Remy were talking about new packs needing to start in the city for new Canaanites. Well, I'm a new Canaanite now. Maybe I should, you know, see if there is a new pack or start up one of my own. I don't know.
The choice is yours. You are welcome in my pack if if that needed to be answered for you.
Yeah, I guess I did need that answer. Thanks, I guess.
You hear Jacob sigh and like scratch his brow. You're my child, Kaylee. Of course I would want you in my pack.
Okay, yeah. She actually doesn't reply at all. Again.
So I have a question for you.
Again?
Do you project your father onto me?
Of course not.
Are you sure?
Sure. How would I do that?
Hmm. You seem like someone with daddy issues.
I don't have any daddy issues.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
So does that mean to say that the next time me and you get into an argument, you're not just gonna run away?
I don't know. If I feel like fucking running away, I'm gonna fucking run away.
Yeah, like I said, daddy issues.
I do not have fucking daddy issues. My father, for all I fucking care, is dead to me.
Hmm. And you mean to say that you have never felt that way for me then?
What do you mean?
Sometimes by the way you respond to me, I can see the hatred in your eyes. Tell me, have you thought about killing me yet?
No.
Come on now, tell the truth.
Why would you want to know?
I want to know.
Why, so you can kill me?
Like I said, if I wanted you dead, I'd already have a reason, and I've already done it.
You know what? Fucking whatever. Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Welcome to the dark side, my daughter. Hmm. How does it feel to have that feeling in your heart, yes? Burning hatred at your maker, your creator?
No, no, no. Didn't really thought about how the feeling felt. I just felt it.
Hmm.
But next time, I'll write a book report over it.
Oh, well, Kaylee, in all honesty, I hope that it doesn't come to that. Remember the tale I told you of the two children?
Mm-hmm.
Have you figured out which one you are?
Figured out which one I'm not.
And which one would that be?
The one ending up dead and forgotten.
Huh. Well, guess what? Neither are.
Well, maybe I just don't come up in the story at all.
Anonymity has its blessings. But, yeah. We have eternity ahead of us. We can either spend it doing this waltz, this dance, pretending that we don't have a bond between us. Or we could simply end it now, just walk separately.
Hmm. So, either we're gonna pretend everything is all good, fine, and well, or we're just gonna be at each other's throats for the rest of fucking eternity. That's bullshit.
No, no, there is the middle road. I have no interest in killing you, Kaylee, as long as you don't have any interest in killing me.
Not at the moment.
Good answer. Good answer.
Look, I'm just still fucking pissed. I mean, sure, I understand all the necessity and stuff like that. She actually sounds like she doesn't believe believe it that much. But still, you could have fucking told me. I wasn't some stupid idiot that you found on the street corner.
I did tell you.
Yeah,
I
like
told you
five
the
seconds before.
What more did you want? A minute? A day?
Well, a
Either
day
way.
would have been nice, yes.
So you lost the day. I took a day from you.
No, I lost all my days.
What difference would it have made if it was only one?
At least I would have had a chance to say goodbye.
To
May
whom?
not sound. It doesn't matter.
No, yes, it does matter if that's your reason. Then to whom? Tell me, why can't you say goodbye to them now?
Because I'll never see the sun again.
And what? You want to say goodbye to the sun?
How is that such a big deal? You haven't seen it in what, for 20 years or so?
Just watch television. They tend to capture the sun on television all the time. Wait to it.
Hmm, it's different. Look, I know it doesn't seem like much to you, but it meant a lot to me, okay? Just would have given me that one fucking day. I begged for it.
What if I teach you a way to get that way back?
How?
It's gonna take some time, but can be done.
How?
Through the gift of your blood, through the gifts of your very lineage. We canines, especially Umbra, have the ability to push our very will into bodies of mortals. A lot of training. To be able to do that is mastery of the power over dominate. And in that body, it takes time. Although it would take for you to maintain your body's own consciousness. It's a great exhortation of will, but it can be done.
Hmm. Okay. I guess. If that's the next best thing.
That's all you want.
Well, coffee would have been nice.
So drink some fucking coffee. You'll have to throw it up later.
It tastes like fucking ashes.
Well, okay, sorry, I guess you're used to Starbucks.
Gee, well, maybe I am, yeah.
Well, if you feed on a mortal who's been imbibing enough coffee, you can taste the coffee still.
Hmm. So, instead of drinking Starbucks, I have to drink the owner of Starbucks.
I doubt the owner of Starbucks drinks Starbucks. But yes, essentially.
Hmm. Okay, I guess. So, you can taste like there's difference in blood?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I mean, you remember what it's like to eat meat? They all have different textures and flavors.
Mm-hmm. Oh, to be able to taste a burger again, for fuck's sake.
You're gonna have to get over that at some point, my dear. There are some canines in this city that would see your longing, your little missing of such human things as a weak.
Mm. It's not that I don't like the blood or something, but yeah, juicy burger was kind of awesome as well.
Well, want to go through the motions, I suppose you could, although I'm gonna frown on that.
I guess I just have to get used to it. I'm not planning to get myself killed, just out of spite or regret.
Hmm.
Look, boss, how about this? I don't want to come back to the fort yet. just doesn't feel right at this point. But I can stay over. Maybe 1 day a week or so.
That's fine, Kaylee. The fort was never meant to be your prison.
Can I then at least get Frankie back? It's really hard to do everything by public transport, and stealing cars only gets you so far, especially if you have to wear like those big heels because you can't reach the pedals.
See Jacob put his hands in his pocket, look at you for a moment. Then you hear a rustling of keys. He'll toss them to you.
You can see her eyes just light up as she catches them.
Sure was a bitch riding that thing for me.
Sorry, come again?
Oh no, Jacob said, it sure was a bitch riding that thing for me. So small and awkward.
Gee, that's because I made it. Well, I adapted it to fit my own height.
Naturally. But just on the way here, it was awkward.
You brought Frankie here?
Well, yes, I did. I was hoping I would see you here.
She kind of jumps up and starts looking around like, where? Where?
Not here in the woods, by the pond. No, I parked in that parking lot over there.
Over where? Just bring me. To make sure if my baby is okay.
Come on. Jacob will extend a hand. See, wait, I don't know if you stood up yet. I think you did, right?
Yeah. She just jumped up, started looking around.
All right, no. Then Jacob will take point and lead you away from the pond, maybe like down the block where parking lot was earlier that night. And yeah, you'll see it sitting in a parking space at the opposite end of the lot.
Kaylee just rushes over there as quick as her tiny legs can take her to her bike, and you basically have like these small little animes of like cartoon characters just jumping around a certain object. That's basically what you see Kaylee doing. She's checking everything on this bike, like from the headlights to the steer to the brakes to the engine, the seats, the back seats, rear lights, the tires, everything. She's just checking it out. She's like all over the place, inspecting it, making sure that nothing has happened to it. Once she is sure of that, you can actually see her having that big grin on her face. She just kind of hops back to you and actually hugs Jacob. Like for a few seconds, just holding him, like using all strength and all potence, just hugging him, and then just stepping back as she realizes, oh fuck, I was supposed to be still pissed at this guy. She kind of yeah, um, thanks, I guess.
Hmm, no problem.
So, when do you want me to come over?
Hmm, come over Thursday.
Okay, sure. I can do Thursdays. Do you need a ride?
Nah, I'll be alright. I know how to get home.
I don't mind bringing you.
No offense, Kaylee, but I'm not going to be seen sitting on that thing again. I look
What's wrong with Frankie?
nothing, but when I'm on it, it looks like a clown bike. You tried. You'll be alright. And I'll be fine.
It's not a clown bike.
I know it's not a clown bike, but when you put me on it, it's dimensions and proportions.
Hey, that's just mainly between like the pedals and the steering and the saddle. I mean, other than that, it's fine. Just have to make some adaptations. If I would make it smaller even, then people would probably try to run me over in the streets because they simply didn't see me. But sure, if you don't like Frankie, fine.
I didn't say I didn't like it, it's just it's not fit for me.
Hey, if you like a bike, you don't care.
I prefer mine. How about that?
You can actually see like cheeky grin on Kaylee's face. She's obviously just messing with you.
No, I think I don't know, I think I'll just steal this car right over here. Walk up to it. Kind of take out his lock picks. Can you roll me no wait, no, I'm sorry, not six. 5 dice for his dex larceny.
hmm Takes you a while, but you eventually get it open.
Alright. Then I guess one more for this steering wheel to break
hmm
that.
Oh, that's no problem. Once you get, it takes you a lot of effort to actually get the car open, but once you get it open, it's like no problem whatsoever.
Sweet. Alright. Jacob will strap in and start the car.
No. Well, when you look in your rear mirror, you can still see Kaylee like inspecting Frankie. And,
No, I can't.
true. No, you can't. You still see the bike standing there.
Yeah, so Jacob will like look out the window but leaning over and over his shoulder to the left.
In that case, you'll still see Kaylee inspecting the bike and just actually start like stroking the saddle and almost caressing it. With a happy smile on her face. And I guess with that we can call it scene.
Yeah.
'Cause, wow, I think this has been way too long. So, dear viewer, if you managed to make it this far, congratulations. We're closing down. Don't worry. Night, everyone.
Night.